Good morning, friends. Myself, Manoj Kumar Sharma, Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering in Ajay Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Today, we will discuss about the data warehouse and data mining. These are the topics covered in our lectures. First one is introduction, need of data warehouse, characteristics of data warehouse, what are the benefits of data warehouses, and differentiate between data warehouse and DBMSs. Before starting the lectures, we will discuss some important terms related to data warehouse and data minings. These all terms basically used in data warehouses. First one is data. What is data? Data is a raw fact and figures is known as data. Like this is a number 40. This is also data. Data may be images, data may be numbers, data may be videos. All things related to computers is called data. But there is no meaning of this number 40. 40 is maybe roll number, maybe ID, and maybe other marks and related to the student information. So data refers to raw, unprocessed fact and figures such as numbers, symbols, text that on their own do not convey meanings. Individually data have no meaning. Now second is information. Processed data is called information. Means data is processed, organized, structured and presented so as it to make it useful known as information. We can take this example again. This is 40. We can process on these numbers like serial number 1, roll number 40, name XYZ, and here branch is CSE. So there is a meaning of 40 means name is XYZ and which number is 40 and branch is CSE. So it means data is raw fact and figures, there is no meaning of data and all the things are related to the data. And second is information. Processed data is organized structures presented and there is a meaningful information is known as informations. Second term is database. Database is a interrelated of data. It is an organized collection of structured information or data. Like we can take another example like serial number, student name and branch. Serial number is 1, student name is Rahul and branch is mechanical. It means all the information and data related to each others. Rahul is a student name and his serial number is 1 and his branch is mechanical. It means database is a collection of structured information or data. Second point is database management system. Database management system is a software and it is a tools and it is a application that provide the facility to how to store the data, how to retrieve the data, how to update the data. It means a database management system is a software application that interact with the users, applications and the database itself to capture and analyze the data. Now next term is data warehouse. Data warehouse is a centralized repository, means it is a collection of different resources data like centralized repository aggregates data from various sources to support business intelligence activities such as data analysis. Now, my next term is data mining. What are the data minings? Data mining is the process of extracting insights from large data sets. Means data warehouse is a collection of large scale of data. It is a huge amount of data in the data warehouse. So we need to fetch the data. What are the tools used to fetch the data? Data mining is a tool how to retrieve the data, how to meaningful data according to the user requirements. So data mining is the process of extracting the data from large data sets. Now last is data marts. Data marts is a subset of data warehouse that is focused on a specific line of business department or specific subjective areas. Data mart is a basically subset and part of the data warehouse. Like this is the data warehouse and these are the data marts. Data mart 1, data mart 2 and data mart 3. Data warehouse is a collection of huge scale of data. There are so many data embedded in the data warehouse like academic, like finance, like business, and all the data are stored in the data warehouse. So data mart basically define the specific departments, like data mart 1 show the academic data and data mart 2 show the finance data and data mart 3 show the business related data. It means data mart basically define the subjective areas and department wise data sets. It is a subset of data warehouse that is focused on a specific line of business, department and subjective areas. Now next is metadata. Metadata is essentially a data about data is called metadata. It provides additional information about a particular piece of data, helping to organize, manage and understand the information. So data mart basically, we can take an example. We have a book of 100 pages. In the first page, we have indexes. So indexes is just like a metadata. We can find and fetch the data according to the indexes. So metadata is related to the data. It means it provides the specific information to organize and how to manage and how to understand the information in data warehouse. So it is known as metadata. Now, we start the topic data warehouses. Database management system stored data in the form of tables. In the database management system, data basically stored in the tabular forms like this. This is the tabular form. These all are the attributes, or this is the data and information. So basically database management system store data in the form of tables and use ER model, and the goal is asset properties. Asset properties is the main key points and main key structures in the database management system. What is asset properties? A, C, I and D. A is atomicity, C consistency, I isolation and D is durability. If these four properties exist in the database management system, it means data is secure, managed, consistent states. A for atomicity means data should be in atomic in nature. There is no partial execution. It means transaction execute final and abort. Second, in consistency. Consistency means before the transaction perform and after the transaction perform, database should be in consistent states. Third is isolation. If T1 transaction perform any action, then T2 and T3. These all are transactions is isolated form. T1 is isolated to all other transactions. And D is durability. After completion of transactions or after completion of process and after completion of execution of data, database should be saved in permanently in the database management system. Now we come, our topic is data warehouse. Data warehouse is basically separate from DBMSs. Data warehouse is store the huge amount of data and large scale of the data from heterogeneous and multiple sources like files, like DBMS, like images, like other structures like video, audio. All these are files and data are stored in the data warehouse. The goal is to produce statistical results that may help in decision making. These are the example of, it is a college might want to see quick different results like how the placement of CS students has improved over the last 10 years. From the data warehouse, we can easily find the data analytics results, and these results are find out by the different tools like BI tools, like OLAP tools. BI is a business intelligence tools, basically used to find the result and find the information and find the analytical decision making power provided by for the users and organizations. So we use the different tools for providing the decision making systems and providing the analytics tools. These are need for data warehouse. First need, handling the large data volumes. As we know, data warehouse basically is a collection of different data sources. Traditional database store limited data like megabytes and gigabytes, while in data warehouse are built to handle huge data sets up to terabytes, making it easier to store and analyze long-term historical data. There is basically one difference between DBMS and data warehouse. DBMS basically store the operational data, transactional data, and daily to daily information stored in the database management system. But in data warehouse, we store the huge scale and large scale of data. Historical data are stored in the data warehouse. And second is enhanced analytics. Database handle transactions, data warehouse are optimized for complex analysis and historical insights. Enhance analytics. How to enhance the analytics? There are so different tools. BI tools means business intelligence tools, OLAP tools, online analytical processings, and data mining. These are three tools to find the data analytics results. We can enhance the data warehouse performance with these two tools. If user need to access the any information and data, need to fetch the data from data warehouse, we use these three tools are information delivery. These are information delivery tools. Now third need for data warehouse is centralized data storage. A data warehouse combines data from multiple sources, giving a single unified view for better decision makings. We will explain. These are the different sources. Sources may be external, sources may be internals, archive sources and operational sources and procedural sources. They are different sources. We can store the data in data warehouse from different heterogeneous sources. So these are the sources and these are the data warehouse. ETL, it is a very important key factor in data warehouse to store the data in the data warehouse. E means extract the data from different sources in the data warehouse. T, transform, and L, load. What is the meaning of transformation? Transformation meanings cleaning the data, managing the data, reduce the redundancy of data before storing in the data warehouse. Because of all the data are come from the different sources in the data warehouse, and these data are raw. So we can perform the transformation tools for cleaning the data and organizing the data. After cleaning and organizing the data, we can load the data in the data warehouse. So ETL is the very important tools basically used in data warehouse. And how to data store in the data warehouse. E means extract, T load and transform, and L is load. Trend analysis. By storing historical data, a data warehouse allows business to analyze trend over time to time, enabling them to make strategic decisions based on past performance and predict future outcomes. If any organization and company need to open the store in a new area, firstly, company and organization need to analyze the past experience, analyze the past results, analyze the past data analysis. So we need to data warehouse, because data warehouse is a collection of huge scale of data. Over the 10 years, for last 50 years, we can easily find out the result and data analysis. And last need of data warehouse is business intelligence supports. Data warehouses work with BI tools. We also discuss with the BI tools to give quick access to insights, helping in data driven decision and improving efficiencies. These are the characteristics of data warehouse. 4 types of characteristics used in data warehouse and data mining. First one is subject oriented. Second is integrated. Third is time variant, and fourth is non-volatile. Subject oriented. What is subject oriented characteristics in data warehouse? Subject oriented meaning it focus on a specific department. Specific department means if we have a data warehouse like healthcare, this is an example of it. Subject is healthcare, and subject oriented characteristics and basically define the first point is lab results, second is medication histories, and third is imaging studies. It means in the data warehouse, we define the data in specific department wise. Lab result is a separate department, medication history is a separate department, and imaging studies is a separate department. We can take another example of subject orienteds, like we have a data warehouse of academic, and there are so many branches in here: CS, mechanical and civil. We can use the subject oriented technology and tools in data warehouse. So we bifurcate these data warehouse subject wise. CS is separated department, mechanical is also separate department, and civil is also separate departments. So data warehouse is subject oriented, meaning it focus on specific themes like sales, like healthcare, like marketing, like finance or distribution rather than day-to-day operations. Basically, it is designed to collect and organize data related to particular topics, particular subjects and particular departments. And it support to analyze and decision making. If we have a data department wise, so we can easily and user can easily fetch the data and easily retrieve the data from the data warehouse. Unnecessary data basically remove, making it easier to get clear and relevant insights for the subjects. So this is the characteristic of subject oriented. Second characteristic is integrated. Already we know about the data warehouse. Data warehouse basically is a collection of data from different heterogeneous and multiple sources. This is the example of data warehouse. It is a sales data, this is a finance data, and this is a HR related data, and this is a marketing data. And all the data are stored and integrated in the data warehouse. It means it is a combination of different sources data. Integration in a data warehouse means combining a data from different sources like mainframes, like relational database into a consistent and reliable forms. Consistent means database should be in consistent state and reliable. We already discussed about the consistent states and reliable in asset properties. Consistent state means database basically reduce the redundancy of data. There is no duplicacy allowed in the data warehouse. Reliable means we can easily access the data from anywhere. This involves using standard naming conventions, nomenclatures, formats, so that data can be easily understood and analyzed. Integration ensures that all the related data is unified, allowing for more accurate and efficient decision making across different subject areas. These all are the data marts and separate departments. So, integrated means all the data basically comes from different locations, different sources and integrated in a one location. This is a data warehouse. Now, next characteristics is time variant. We know that data warehouse is a collection of large scale of data, collection of historical data. So, data warehouse basically analyzes the previous past 10 years, 5 years data easily. Not day by day operational data or work in the data warehouse. Time variance means the data in the data warehouse is stored over different time periods such like weekly, monthly, yearly. Unlike operational system, it keeps historical data for long-term analysis. This is the next characteristics of data warehouse. And last characteristics of data warehouse is non-volatiles. There is only two operations performed in the data warehouse. First one is load and second one is extract or read. Extract. There is no updation, no deletion, no change operations allowed in data warehouse. This is an example of non-volatile. This is the OLTP, online transaction processing, like database management system. Read operation may be performed in database, add operation may be performed in database, updation and alteration may be performed in the database, deletion operation may be performed in the database. But in data warehouse, only two operations performed. First one is load and second one is read and extract. So, non-volatile means that once data is stored in data warehouse, it is not deleted or updated. Instead, a new data is added over time to times. Suppose we have a files 1 already stored in data warehouse. If user need to change or updations in file 1, so user cannot update and delete the file 1. User create a new file, then these files stored in the data warehouse. It means there is no updations allowed in the data warehouse. Only two operations performed in data warehouse. First one is loading and second one is extracting the data. So, non-volatile means that once data is stored in the data warehouse, it is not deleted or updated. A new data is added over time, keeping the historical records intact. The data is read-only and refreshed at specific intervals, making it ideal for analyzing trends and long-term performance. There are mainly two types of data operations in data warehouse. First one is data loading and second one is data accessing. So, these four characteristics in data warehouse. Benefits of data warehouse. What are the benefits of data warehouse? Why we use the data warehouse? First one is better business analytics. Data warehouse play an important role in every business to store and analyze of all the past data and records of the companies, which can further increase the understanding or analyzing of data for the companies. How business take the advantage of data warehouse? If any organization and company need to open a new store, a new place. So company and organization need to analyze the data, analyze the past data. After analyzing the data, he or she can make the decisions related to this data. Now, second is faster queries. The data warehouse is designed to handle large queries. That's why it run query faster than the databases. There are so many tools basically used to retrieve and fetch the data. BI tools, OLAP tools and data mining tools. We can easily retrieve and fetch the data from data warehouse and provide the efficiency and provide the high performance with these tools. Business intelligence tools, online analytical processing tools and data mining tools. We can find and fetch the data from these tools. Now next is improve data qualities. In the data warehouse, the data you gathered from different sources and we perform the ETL process. This is the main key factors in data warehouse. E, extract, T, transform and L is load. Extract the data from different sources. After extracting the data, we applying the transformation. Transformation means we applying the organizing data. We cleaning the data, organizing data, managing the data, reduce the redundancy of data. So improve the data quality in data warehouse with the using of different transformation tools. Then after transformation process, we can load the data in the data warehouse. So it does not interface with or add data by itself. So your quality of data is maintained, and if you get any issues regarding quality, then the data warehouse team will solve this. Last benefits is historical insights. The warehouse stores all your historical data which contain details about the business so that one can analyze it at any time and extract insights from it. This is the major difference between database management system and data warehouse. Data warehouse basically store the historical data and information from different sources, and database management system basically store the operational and transactional data on the daily basis. Now, this is the basic difference between database management system and data warehouse. A common database is based on operational or transactional processes. Operational and transactional operations. In each operation is an individual transactions. A data warehouse is based on analytical processing. This work on day by daily transactions, and OLTP is a tools to find the daily transactions and fetch the retrieve the data. And data warehouse is based on the analytic processing, and this basically use the OLAP tools to analyze the data. A database store current and up-to-date data which is used for daily operations and daily transactions. In case of data warehouse, it maintain the historical data over time. Historical data is the kept over year, can use to trend analysis, make for future predictions and decision making systems. Now, third difference is database is generally application based like student detail in our schools, and data warehouse is integrated generally organization level, company levels and group of organization, combining the data from different database, different data sets and different sources. Thank you very much.